the current chairperson of the ANC Youth League and the chairperson of SOWIMA. Most importantly, we're here to speak about the issues that are affecting young people and what is the role of our organizations. Our organizations are movements or institutions that aims to change the status quo of our communities, especially when it comes to young people, to make sure that young people are employed, to make sure that young people have skills that are transferred from businesses that are within our society, and also to make sure that we take all young people off the street, to make sure that young people adventure in businesses, and also to make sure that we create an environment that is peaceful, safe, as young people of SOWIMA. And precisely on this day of June 16, we want to speak to also young people, because of we've recognized that majority of young people in societies are neglecting their own visions, their own purpose of life, because of the purpose of life is growth. Without growth, you have no purpose that you are serving in this life.
My name is Tabizo Mzangu. I'm the current treasurer of SOWIMA. I'm also a member of the ANCYL Youth League in Ward 29, and then I'm also a youth activist. What we are here for is very simple, to say that as we're celebrating Youth Month, we must know the purpose of Youth Month. What is Youth Month? And then how did we arrive where we are today? We must remember that there are people who died for this day that we're celebrating. June 16 must never be about us doing silly things, but it must be about us enjoying the fight that had happened before. So what we are here for, the organizations that I represent, our main purpose is to make sure that young people are employed in the society, young people are innovative, young people are free to think, young people are able to bring up ideas to assist each other. And then we've noticed that in our society, young people gave up on life. So what we are here for is to ensure that they get a better life, and then we also advise them to get new opportunities. We also encourage local businesses to hire young people, because we cannot have businesses around our townships that are not employing our people. And then also what we stand for, we stand that young people must be positive in every way. We are saying that young people must rise. This is the only time that young people are free to think, and then young people have a chance to rise and then do things in their own time and in their own thing. Thank you.
The purpose of the month, in fact the purpose of June 16, let's put the month on its own. The purpose of this month of Youth Month, it's where we need to realize and remember all the fallen heroes who fought for this generation to have the democratical dispensation that we're having today. Also, we must also remember the generation that made sure that today we're able to go to school, whereby we're not taught mathematics in Afrikaans, English in Afrikaans, our home languages in Afrikaans, but we're able to be taught in the second traditional language, which is English. But also the struggle of the past generation must then be taken, the baton must be taken by us, because of, remember, our interest is to restore the dignity of a black child, which today the dignity of a black child is not restored. We're still facing some of minor elements that the previous generation has faced. When you go to institution of learning, you are learning not in a Eurocentric way, whereby you are taught things that would benefit you in society, but you are taught things that will not even guarantee you a job after matric or after university. We go to school not guaranteed of any job. So we need to work around how do we then make education fashionable? How do we then make sure that the education has, we build skillful centers whereby young people will be taught how to make things, how to have the mindset of the industrial side. Because of our interest as young people is to say, you cannot change a method of society while society still fed the very same thing that the NMS retained many years ago. It means young people, young, especially blacks in particular, will not be successful, as we say. We live in communities where young people are the ones who are involved in crime. They don't have role models. Role models of young people is notorious people. If you have a gun, you are seen on the street, you build a nice house, because of majority of young people who are academically clear, or the young people that have passed in flying colors, the young people that have made it in the right way, or the people that have made it in the right way, they are living the society that they grew up in. It means young people that grows after them, they would grow in a society whereby they do not have anybody to look up to. Those are the things that we're trying to deal with, because of we can see Zola 7 is no longer doing it. So we said as SOWIMA we're going to do it. We said as SOWIMA we're going to restore the dignity of a black child. And also we have programs such as Drop My CV programs. Those programs is where we speak with businesses to hold businesses accountable, to say to businesses, you can't come to this society milk what is left of this society, take it wherever you're taking it, and then you do not plant a seed in this society. It means you do not create any business person, you do not improve the skills of young people. I mean, when last in Soshanguve have we ever seen a business such as your Standard Bank, such as Central City, saying to young people that were having bursaries, were giving to young people that have passed with flying colors, were saying young people are trying on a daily basis to be bad, but there are no hopes there. So our interest as SOWIMA and the ANC Youth League is to make sure that during this youth month we work around making sure that young people are represented in all corners of society. Young people are participating in projects. Young people are participating in anything that seeks to make them financially stable. Those are the programs that we're saying we're going to face. And also we're trying to make sure that we motivate young people. We're trying to make sure that we speak with young people on a daily basis. Because of the great Frantz Fanon once said, out of relative obscurity, each and every generation must discover its mission. It's up to them, they fulfill it or betray it. We are not willing to betray our generational mission. Hence, we are making sure that young people are hired. Hence, we are making sure that these skills in society. Hence, we are making sure that we are running orphanages. Hence, we are making sure that we are going to run a program of safety within our society. And also, Albert Einstein once said to us that we can't use the very same energy we have used to create a problem to solve it. We're saying that June 16 must not only be about speeches, and June 16 must not only be about motivation, but June 16 must be about programs that are seeking to assist a black child. I mean, the most important thing is now we're trying to run a program which we need support from all young people of making sure that we take over the Kasi Spaza shop, because of that's what is left within our economy.
Remembering the rise of the Youth League and also the fallen heroes and the organization that were part, remembering the generation of 1979, the generation that made sure that the young people are going to fight fire with fire. What we must do as young people is to make sure that we are clearing all drugs in our townships, making sure that June 16 is a youth month that we celebrate in a different way. As my other partner was saying, to say that the youth must discover its purpose. We need to discover our purpose, and then we need to run around and then do the right things to our young people. The other thing that we need to do as young people is to wake up where we are. We need to wake up and start doing things. It can't be that the young people are sleeping on duty. We are sleeping on duty in Soshanguve, we are sleeping on duty in Maopan, we are sleeping on duty in Winterfeld. We need to wake up and go and fight for what is ours. Young people, it's your time to think, it's your time to rise, not even tomorrow or anything. We are the future, we are not the future, we are the current, we are the now. We must happen now. So what we are saying as young people is that we are also uploading Comrade Panyaza Lesufi, the Premier of Gauteng, for creating a different youth month and a youth day celebration, to say that young people must go and apply for permanent jobs. So that is the kind of leadership that we need. But what we encourage our young people to do is to come out of their comfort zone. Young people must come out of their comfort zone. They must leave this issue of drugs. They must leave this thing of popularity and opulence. We need young people to go and tackle issues that are related to them. We need young people to go and wake up and go to each and every business that is around SOWIMA open and seek for employment. It's high time young people take the baton and not look back. It's high time that as young people we need to focus on our issues. We need young people to start doing the things that was done by the generation of Oliver Tambo and Nelson Mandela, all generations that have came before us. Oliver Tambo tells us that a nation or a country that does not value its youth does not deserve its future. So young people, you are free to think, you are free to go anywhere. Let us go and wake up. Let us wake up. It's our time to wake up. Our time is now, and then sitting at home won't assist us. Yes, we can go to school and come back and not get employment. We need to open businesses, young people. We need to become more innovative than before. We need young people who are able to become presenters of SOWIMA. We need young people who are going to become billionaires from SOWIMA. It's high time that we take our own streets and then we make our streets to be safe. It means that we must do away with drugs. We must also do away with GBV. Young people, it's your time. Let's go and take off everything that is not supposed to be in the streets. Let's go and fight fire with fire. Young people, let's wake up. Let's go and close all businesses that does not speak about young people getting employment. Let us go and fight every arrogant business that does not assist our communities with anything. Let us go and fight for our community centers to be taken care of. Let us go fight for service delivery in our own townships. Young people, let's wake up. It can't be that even in this era we're still doing the same things that was done by the then generation. Let us go and fight, and then let us go and fight now. Thank you.
To all young people, my last words to you is that let's call each other. We understand, I vividly understand that young people today are perishing like dinosaurs. They're not even gaining momentum like butterflies, only because of, when you cannot adjust to materialistic conditions or conditions that you find yourself, immediately you're going to perish, you're going to die in a nutshell. So young people today are not being productive, they're dying. But we understand that young people are faced with a lot of issues. Young people are faced with depressions. They come from homes that are not stable. We know we have a lot as this generation, but we seek to also come together to cough out our issues. We seek to come together to make sure that we rebuild a nation that is not hurt. We're a depressed nation with happy pictures. But we need to refix that as young people. We need to refix that. We need to reclaim our struggle. We need to also work on the part that we know that we are not only the future, but we are happening. So we need young people to join SOWIMA. We need young people to join programs of the ANC Youth League, so that we become teachers, each one teach one, so that we can make sure that we build and rebuild a society that is valuable, a society that would make sure that service delivery reaches to all corners of the country. And we're saying to all criminal elements within societies that were coming for you. We're saying to all white establishment within our societies that are here to take money and not develop our society, that were coming for you. We're saying we're coming for everything that they thought we would never come for as young people within this society. Thank you very much.